Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Tweedy. Just want to get this out of the way and say that this video will not contain any manga spoilers. If I mention the ending, it'll just be to reference my old video about it. But I promise I won't bring up any details, so no need to worry if you're an anime only fan. Today's video is going to be about a beloved anime, one I've done a video on already, Attack on Titan. I actually made a video because I was inspired to defend the ending. Man, I'm glad I figured out how to edit a little bit since then. Anyways, I have to admit after sitting on it for a year, and again, no spoilers, but I don't love the ending. It's alright, it just didn't live up to where the series once was for me. There was a point where Attack on Titan was easily my favorite anime going on. I remember I would fall asleep to breakdown and theory videos every night, wondering about the next chapter, how MAP is going to handle the next seasons, and just anything under the sun about what's going to happen next. The author Hajime Isayama does an amazing job taking a strong premise and adding layers and layers to it. And episode 1 does an amazing job delivering the beginning of that. We have normal humans like you and I, and they're being hunted and eaten by big mindless humans. At face value, it's basically a really cool twist on the zombies concept. Instead of just leaving it there and having it follow a typical zombie plot, Isayama added so many mechanics and so much depth to it. Alongside the regular Titans, there are special Titans. Those Titans are conscious and used by regular people. Those humans come from somewhere else outside the walled civilization that we know in the show. Why are they doing it? How did it get like this? And where did the regular Titans even come from? What's Aaron's dad doing? What's in that damn cellar? I mean, my thoughts were running wild with ideas about how all this was going to unfold. Overall, I love Attack on Titan, and today I want to talk about my favorite part of the anime, Part 2 of Season 3. This arc had me on the edge of my seat for the entire 10 episodes. A lot of revelations have been made, with some of the biggest mysteries still needing to be solved. All the big players in the anime to this point were in play, and the execution by Isayama and Studio Wit was impeccable. This arc began off the heels of the scouts stopping Rod's massive titan from charging the walls. With that battle against Rod being won, the scouts were finally prepared to try and take back what they lost in Season 1, Wall Maria. When the scouts get a warm send-off at the end of Season 3 Part 1, we get a shot of Reiner and Bertolt, letting us know that these hopeful scouts are going to go through hell on this mission. At the start of Season 2, some groundwork is laid for this arc, when we're introduced to the Beast Titan. Then we see him again alongside his human form in the final shot of Season 2. Attack on Titan is so good at giving us a glimpse at something and then feeding us information on it slowly. The Beast Titan is a great example of that. That mystery element of Attack on Titan was always my favorite part. When I finally started watching the show and binged it, I was so intrigued to see who the Beast Titan is, what his goals are, and how involved he is with the previous 3 special Titans on the enemy side. Turns out not only is he involved with them, he appears to be their leader. These aren't just 3 kids who've been sent on a mission to the walls, they have a mastermind of their own. On the side of the scouts, we have Erwin leading them as always, the powerful Ackermans Levi and Mikasa, Aaron who's getting better at using his Titan abilities, Armin who's a genius but unsure of himself, among others who are going to stake their lives on reclaiming the territory they lost in Episode 1. When they arrive at Wall Maria, they're faced with the task of finding the enemy, with the only clue being some used mugs with some black liquid in them. Armin really shows his genius here when, despite having doubts and being doubted by some of the scouts, he figures out that Reiner is hiding inside the walls. This is where the arc really kicks off. After they find Reiner and Levi nearly kills him, Reiner transforms along with what seems to be over 100 Titans and the Beast Titan outside of the walls. The intensity is through the roof as this battle finally gets started. In the next episode, we get Erwin breaking down how dire the situation is, followed by another Aaron and Reiner battle. Aaron knocking down Reiner and yelling that this was once his home, and that he's taken it back, is an amazing scene. We've had 3.5 seasons worth of build up to get here. Reiner really goes through a lot in this episode. He gets his ass kicked by Aaron, then he takes a bunch of thunder spears in his nape. All this happening to him, and we still haven't seen his boy Bertolt, although we do get hints that he's hidden well at the start of the next episode. We also get confirmation that the Card Titan is a conscious special Titan like the others. This Card Titan launches a barrel, and it's revealed that Bertolt was actually hiding in it. One of the most big brain plays imaginable from the enemy side. With the amazing Appleseed theme playing, Bertolt shows conviction to fight and delivers a blast that wipes out nearly all the scouts inside the wall. Now this arc wouldn't be as complete and amazing as it is without a banger Erwin speech. When the Beast Titan starts throwing rocks at the scouts outside the wall, we see a mist of blood as the men and horses start getting decimated. Earlier in this arc, Erwin reflected on the pile of bodies he now stands on, the lives that were lost due to his decisions as commander. and in this moment he's faced with that pile growing much bigger. With hope being lost, Ervin has to reflect on the fact that he's probably not going to see the cellar, something he's wanted to see more than anything. He wanted to learn the truth. He wanted to see if what's hidden in there could validate his late father. With the only option being to charge as a group with Levi flanking the Beast Titan, this dream is going to die, along with the dreams of the scouts marching with him. While almost all the scouts do fall during this charge, Levi ends up making it to the Beast Titan. In one of the most hype moments Attack on Titan has to offer, Levi completely shreds the Beast Titan. During this, we get a flashback with Zeke, the holder of the Beast Titan, asking Reiner and Bertolt if one soldier can really be a threat to him. As a viewer, I was thinking, hell yeah, he's a threat, and I thoroughly enjoyed seeing Levi tear his ass up. Unfortunately, due to Levi wanting to keep Zeke alive, to potentially feed him to Ervin and keep him alive, Levi lets Zeke live long enough for the Cart Titan to swoop in and save him. Zeke is a super interesting character, so I'm glad he got away here. At the time, though, I was so mad that Levi didn't finish him off. Now it's time for the final encounter of this battle. How are the scouts left inside the wall going to possibly take down Bertolt's Colossal Titan? Luckily, they have the boy genius Armin, who comes up with the one possible plan to do it. Using Aaron's hardening ability and Armin's incredible willpower, they fool Bertolt long enough for Aaron to get behind him and pull Bertolt out of the Titan's body. Gotta love how this anime with a basic zombie premise led to this extremely big brain tactical battle. Reiner hiding in the wall, Armin figuring that out, Zeke activating all those Titans to pin him, the enemy hiding and launching Bertolt, the genius flank plans by both Armin and Ervin. A lot of big brain moments in this arc that I absolutely love. After Aaron and Armin beat Bertolt, we get a flashback of a very young Armin telling Aaron that he doesn't run. Then it cuts to Armin's burnt body. This moment gets me every time. Armin can be unsure of himself and scared at times, but in this moment when his friends were on the line, he was willing to sacrifice himself and lose his dreams to take down Bertolt. A ton of parallels here with Ervin and Armin. When the dust settles, we see Reiner saved by the Cart Titan and Zeke. Zeke tells Aaron that he's brainwashed by his father and that he's going to save him from this someday, adding even more mystery to the show. He's forced to run when a very bloody Levi shows up. This leads to one of the toughest moments in the whole series. When they're about to save Armin with the one syringe they have, Blotch arrives with Ervin barely clinging on to life. They now have to choose between these two men, one who is a boy genius that was pivotal in any of the scouts surviving today and attaining the Colossal Titan for their side. The other is the trusted commander who has conviction and determination that is second to none. The emotion in this scene is through the roof. Mikasa and Aaron plead desperately for Captain Levi to save Armin. Levi and Flock see it as a no-brainer to save Commander Ervin. When Levi begins to approach Ervin, Mikasa tackles the weakened Levi. She plans on taking the syringe by force to save Armin, until Hanji arrives and talks Mikasa out of it. As much as Aaron and Mikasa want to save their friend, they're outnumbered and they have to let him go. When the scouts leave Levi to do the deed, Ervin smacks away the syringe. In his final words, he asks one more time, how do they know there are no humans outside the walls? This might be a stretch, but I feel like with that and Levi's flashback to Kenny, when Kenny says that everyone needs something to keep them going, I feel like that kind of implies that the cellar would be the end of Ervin's journey, and in this case, this should keep the boy genius alive, who is willing to push past the cellar. Because after all, what made Ervin join the scouts in the first place, and what kept him going, was to know if his father was right or not about the humans outside the walls. So who knows what he would have done after figuring out the truth. Whereas Armin, he's going to keep pushing for the sake of his friends. I've watched this season probably 2 or 3 times, and I never really noticed that. I feel like the show is really trying to send that message with the Kenny flashback happening right there. It happens in the manga as well, so it's definitely canon. Originally, I just always thought they revived Armin because Aaron pushed the syringe away. I never really kind of connected the dots on the Kenny flashback and Ervin asking that question with his last words, but that's pretty cool. But anyways, it then cuts to a Titan Armin eating Bertolt. The battle is over, most of the scouts have been lost, the commander has been lost. In return, they have gained Walmaria and the Colossal Titan. And to us viewers, most importantly of all, access to that cellar, baby, let's go. I mean, damn, I don't know how you Attack on Titan Day Ones did it. I started and binged in 2019 after Season 3 Part 2 came out, and even I was like, man, show me what's in this cellar already. I don't know how a lot of y'all went 6 years of being teased. When the squad finally gets to the cellar and finds Grisha's hidden books, it's revealed that there are in fact human civilizations outside the wall. We learn that only certain humans can actually turn into Titans at all, called Eldians. These Eldians are segregated from normal humans and treated incredibly poorly. We see this showcased when Grisha's sister is killed by the police for no reason. A lot of the Eldians are taught to resent their own kind. Knowing what happened to his sister though, Grisha rebels against that and joins the Eldian Restorationists. Grisha ends up having a son who is revealed to be Zeke, so now we know why he said what he said to Eren. The way Attack on Titan kept giving us mysteries and revelations that led into new questions was so amazing. So anyways, Zeke ends up selling out his parents and getting them sent to the wall. This is where we found out where regular Titans come from. The Marlans use spinal fluid to turn Eldians into Titans and send them toward the civilization in the walls. This is where it's also revealed that Grisha's wife is the Titan that eats Eren's mom. What a plot twist. When this was happening, I was asking myself, well, okay, how is Grisha gonna get out of this? The story does a great job of pulling this off with a really cool reveal. The police officer that let Grisha off easy earlier turns out to be Eren Kruger, a traitor and the holder of the Attack Titan. This arc does such a good job immersing me in what's going on that I forget that we had to see how Grisha gets the Attack Titan. Of course, with Attack on Titan being the way it is, this reveal is followed up by another thought-provoking mystery being added. Eren Kruger mentions Mikasa and Armin without having any idea who they are. Aw man, this show really was at its best when we had no idea what the answers were. I mean, this moment had me sitting and theorizing for so long. After all these revelations, loose ends are tied up. They go and see the newly named Queen Historia. They discuss how they're going to share all this new information with the public. Overall, I gotta say this is my favorite part of Attack on Titan. The combination of Isayama's storytelling and Studio Wit's animation, combined with all the build-up and payoffs, revelations and new mysteries, it's just one of the best arcs of any show I've ever seen. The end with the gang finally getting to see the sea is just magical. Armin is happy, the sea is everything he imagined, Eren is doing the famous point. Yeah, what happened after wasn't everything that some of us hoped it would be, but this right here, people, was peak fiction. I appreciate everyone watching as always, trying to improve these videos every time. I'm signing out. Thank you for listening to me talk about my favorite part of Attack on Titan.